The first decision I made about 6 years ago was the one to move from creative agencies to media agencies, where I went from Leo Burnett to Starcom MediaVest Group. And that was really a decision because I saw everything interesting and transformational going on in the world of advertising was happening at the kind of pointy edge of where the media agencies met the marketplace. And I think in a way for me this decision to move now 6 years after I joined SMG is a similar decision. I just see so many fascinating transformational things happening where the technologies and the platforms are going to have a central role in kind of defining the future of advertising, and I really wanted a front row seat for that, which is why I came to Videology. The media agencies both have, I think simultaneously have incredibly bright, prosperous futures and real challenges as well. And so I think, like all things, you know, it's the media agencies have an opportunity to thrive, but it's, you know, that future is going to belong to the media agencies that can rapidly evolve and iterate the way they operate on behalf of their clients, and they'll be the ones that'll be successful. And I think based on the intellectual horsepower and leadership and foresight that exists in most of the media agencies, I think a lot of them will continue to make that leap and that transition and be increasingly relevant to their clients as the future evolves. But there's no doubt that some of them run the risk of being left behind. Our view is different clients are clearly choosing different ways that they want to operate specifically, and this has been mostly confined to not just the programmatic world, but the RTB end of the programmatic world, where we've seen, and even more specifically than that, it's happened most in the last few years in the area of RTB display. We've seen a lot of more clients want to get involved in the decisions about what platforms and advertising technology partners they work with. And that, again, as that stuff's become more essential to the way they get their business done, I guess it's only natural that they take a greater interest in who those partners are and how those decisions get made. And I think ultimately that's healthy. But you know, by the same token, a lot of people see that as the kind of canary in the coal mine for the disintermediation of media agencies in the future, and that is not a worldview that I subscribe to. Much in the same way that incredible, you know, trading technologies didn't spell the end of financial services companies. I don't see the incredible platforms and technologies coming to bear now on the business of media. I don't see that ultimately spelling the end of the media agency business. Really, I came first and foremost, when I look for an opportunity, I look for two things. Can I make a contribution? And ideally, I like to be in a position to make a transformational contribution. And similarly, am I going into an environment where I can continue to grow and expand and learn? I'm someone that's very oriented towards growth and learning. And so that was the first thing coming to Videology. I mean, I'm here at week 4. I go home, my brain hurts at the end of every day. You know, I'm surrounded by just incredible intellectual horsepower when it comes to, you know, the math, the science, and the technology of how we transform this business. So I'm incredibly inspired by the people that I'm surrounded with every day. But similarly, I think I came to play a role, and that role is really doing a sharper job of translating the many benefits of the technology and the math and the data, and translating that into very specific and clear benefits that agencies and clients, and also the supply side, can really understand. So that's really, you know, job number one for me, is making sure that we're getting our message to the marketplace about what we do and how we can help, you know, help our partners have impact. My job is to really help to translate that for them. It's like anything where there's emerging technologies and things are changing rapidly. You know, it takes the market a while to adjust and to learn about the various offerings that are out there. And I think on the agency side, it feels like there are hundreds or thousands of programmatic point solutions that have kind of popped up overnight in response to this trend towards programmatic. And so I think, just like anything, we need to help our clients. All of us need to do a better job of helping our clients to make sense of this rapidly emerging marketplace. And I think there are a lot of companies that sell into that confusion and sell into that chaos, and that's one way to drive their business. We would much rather try and help our clients to make sense of the whole thing and bring as much clarity to the whole, you know, burgeoning space of programmatic as we can, to really help them make the decisions that are right for them as they approach what they're going to do in this area.